and there what I want say assembly here no I say nya butre na ya mati mamufo ni ti asese ene ne hie ene court assembly ene chese bibie hi.
Okay.
What I say ya tusa na mutue
in the tough one bom no na hyase kakra ye fa ne sie ne ye fa ne sa
enti ne tofa bom no yes as if sampa yes as if sampa na confusion etiase saa time na oba hin ma akonya na ato
okay
enti eto no ema oti committee emu hwehwem emu sampa na abushigbo ena to lesson mo da flash for na se mu di oba panyina akonya no
okay
enti o meti ase mu ase oso ati se ma committee no omusa kan se ampa. And there's a document. I want my ubia shabi uye shabi badwem mana official be we did not cry. If you want to look for that document, you can get a document. Some documents here available. Beyond that, the matter also traveled to the Bono Regional House of Chief.
Okay.
That was the period. Certainly a Bono Regional House of by Bono and to you get what I'm saying? Bono Regional House of Chief, and then yatete half. But it doesn't mean say that document is not valid. It's still valid. And then call into your coin. In the end, you choose sampa ekonya asantima akonya. The sanity there. Yenyi in Simbia, the House of Chief, the main administrative court, and Famara Santima in many como. It never didn't come. If it didn't come, Emma Mudi for.
Okay.
Timudi for no, Musamba Bib, able to fret Chia Santimai. So no, near Asama among Omokan, Ubonjo so. Yura as a transfer as a as a Kaima D4. Clearly, every available document that indicates says be open to a casino and what D4. To what D4, 2D4 no. Now, pa Yura a ye, Sebi, the candidate. There's a misconception. Sebi Yura Dormaahene say. No enyo no na se bi oyi abisim hin yewra na yi Sampamanhene no
okay
enyo na yi Sampamanhene enyo na ka che opewe sampa this year ana sampa trakonya ena yi se we ena she ye pese ma na ye Sampamanhene ena ni be che yewra
okay
enti that misconception that fallacy that yewra ena yi obi so o me Sampamanhene it's not true
that is am ntumi ntwa na metiwase a na se enya sampanko ohene bi e beyi ne bia na enye yewura e na etrese osomasi na mepe no
no correct
na ko abusua na ne hwehwem eyi wo modi omo ape no de na ko che yewura
me da se ba isan say yewura onye sane shebi uyi obi na de ne be che no timu sampa we betimi e be so of course ye nyina shebi ye did that form ye nyi ate ye nyi afi what I say it is an tron obi di say obi na yi obi na enye no correct tie ba ne sa no yewura e be strike yewura e strike ye man for sampa and clearly a church or a mine.
So in fear saying
a Sampamanhene. For now, I think it's about 2 years ago. Okay. All right. Okay. 2 years ago, no, I already documented called the Regional House of Chief. So, I'm documenting in Brandon Mumfa and I'm not too sana mutu ni champa. Yamuni made no and some fata. More a buying and a musifo, amoya juma. So we are buying a musifo, and I'm document about Fabra.
Okay.
Mumfamba.
Okay.
Na nasa tu sana mutu e de ba ko na naka asa no omso munyintu no mso ba se let na document no ema the Bono Regional House of Chief emfanko the National House of Chief mo Gazzete no ema mfanko enom liba na court and then se be your court ne court ne kan se ampa mo nsam amde abedan me no it's unmeritorious it's unacceptable enye no kre na mo kan nsam mo kan se be na women did another document in the choir. Then Yao and Abekom. We are why. In the first place, wow, the Bono House of Chief, I must say, more active for state execution. Farouk, I will say state of execution. No, the point is, Farouk, what is your locus in this matter? The locus in the set. What back am I idea to Jampa? Only this year, only idea. Now, what are you going to file for? Bono Regional House of Chief, a creature of law. It is another my whole to one. The only thing that you have to do is a document number, the conduit. Fabra, you don't determine say why. Now in any case, so say obi a sample by him, and a provide a document. When I produce a document to indicate say indeed, say ampa so body say or sampa, I will buy him I'll call Ganam Remu, etc. Ampa or Magazetin say only sampa I sampa him. There's nothing. And I am running me. So why do you keep on misleading people to think say be obi mpo obi asem and obi mpeso be kan okre and now obi mpeso be tu na mutu bi anamutu bia betu no asase hye bia na just make sure say no cre na obeka no cre na obeka Obahima na said go show Sampamanhene no onche sampa Obahima enye ano ana nkosia sebi lawyer Kobwa regional minister this year na kambu mu a probably you are manipulating the minds of the Ghanaian people and something like I'm manipulating the House of Chief law the regional minister out on law and you abushia dia you understand what I'm saying
na yesha court Arabia na court obi enim say court de besi obi an yentimi fa meto abonte ba ne say ye video no na mu nsam no de court de yetimi cheche mu obi
ebetimi cheche mu kakra
sa lawyers no womo ewo Bono Regional House of Chiefs no afa no ene so no yehwe emre bi etwa mu na judge no anatemu afa ne yeso ma mo na wotwe miensa Bono Regional House of Chiefs from Kratan emranya franco national and mama farmer and then ya sapotna asem so intene sapotna so no sa emrana court ne share na omo ani so no omo wo ho so twe bia na
o say enema emraya emraya mobru hu emrane obatampa emrane wa wotre emrane wo kwan mo bia obeka wa hye bia emrane you mate emrane ukasa nyina you na emrane be choose senate it is like the point is look Ta a friend saying Bono have original House of Chief omo lawyers no betron lawyer I think lawyer Chia he was the deputy attorney general under the MPP regime onna ebe advance omo course in terms of more kano but of course in some man sabi lawyer Chia I respect him a lot very respected character very learned but in some obi no kano sabi lawyer Chia if you don't sabi a friend is saying wadaro man need me ahodo asim if he Drobo. Or Drobo this year. And so at some time in the interpretation of the law, no matter what will be to me, you understand? I don't want to go into that detail. What I'm saying is that the lawyer he knew very well that probably the section 14, not relying on section 14 of the Chieftaincy Act. Shebi in conform you document every share say be failure. But lawyer know very well say there must be one authority. I say nipa ba ko and the bit na sign is a CD form no and the sample case to le Kodjomasa I don't think him Okukwa traditional council our sample friends I don't think him what I say on the bit na sign document so there two conflicting documents na exhibition one na sign behind the document Kodjomasa and a sign to le Samojafla it is the same Kodjomasa and as a sign Samodia dia na no correct when you want to advance that argument in law I think it's moot and no correct. There's a idea trying to delay the process by trying to say certain things they say and I say, but you're not correct because to let someone just learn some of my hand. It's an obisania, sadly see.
Now, your sign Esha and some baby on our at the buyer now. The more funny yesterday with the young fat, with the young fat, and then the same baby on the side of the
and they were trying to not or several. I friend now because they were raising motion into the motion that he raised, and lawyer Mujib, a very learned lawyer who is representing Tulesa Madafla, and by extension Asanteman, and making a profound statement to the court. Said, look, Nemo can bring it to me. I can read it in a minute, and I can respond to you. And I'll respond here. And to respond here, what they were seeking to ask, and I Simbia, a minia ban one and Yaminia ban. It is a Yaminia ban one. To me, kind of the first Mamma Venan Bisiano, into the law, but it was run down, and then that is why the judge gave the ruling. But in someone now cannot any answer be it's all meritorious. Now, ultimately, find also an advance argument said, and Pami a sample this year, and I'm media kunya, in some way, Muyeha. And that is why the trial judge gave the opportunity to cancel Mujid. And to respond within that minute. And I respond. You're responding in a court. In another trial judge, or this should do to Jampa. Why not? In some way, Makano and Okre. In terms for that matter, I'll dismiss your motion. And the Jamano Folea, no Moki Kano, no de Cobaniano, not in Namraso. Now they were all trying to mislead. Among for Mudu Moichi, no Mudin Tro, and I say. But of course, all about Tampa or Canocre. So I say it here. In some way, Daniel Champa. Say, a Mama Jafla documenting and called the House of Chief. No, one chemo, amana convent amana twanso enti mebogu
ofenye
enti mienu the bono na Farouk
okay
enti it's important the Ghanaian people know say nipa mienu and ask for state education and Ghana mra sebi ne mu nyina adasidia mu di ni kasa eken manfo tie no court no eden
etiye
omutie mu yeden ombogu a mon kan jeti mamfo so mabogu se wabogu a hwan na di ntro na hwan na ese obi haroba nti sebi e be hye
nti court no ebogu ye no wasa ejina de wogina na se wofan krata no emra national house
sanete
enti no de di kan no court share samra na Bono Regions of Chiefs omo eni so eno de bre eto so ene de ni na ebre da so ana
ene mre on fa brent so enti na madika kan na asisu se ene mre on fa mre ni so on fa to so it still runs if you like submit it on page it still tells you say umumra so be so you obi a umumra you have to submit the document.
It is a brave way say now. Ene de ya ya fa ebre bi anto so akoba say wo mu say jado mu gina na no ma fa ma e de ne hwe ni mu kwan.
Emrani be aduma. Once if you want to get to the bridge
you cross it.
Of course, and I say we asanteman enim nyansa. Tom so sebi nyame kase. To nyame kase ni bi na mu tubi no. O di sha sebi sunsun no ase to lesa mo da flam. It is am brase no. And ordinanti or Ghana maimu. Inti abutre ye nante chebi ahobrashemu kakra sanity yen should be aroba, but we believe at the end of the day emran be ye juma se emran so ye juma emo bi ntra intenteno and I friends say and kika say obi sisi obi esa say ya pray ho ase ya maye won kwan se emran nya juma ana ya maye nkwa ze brane nya adwuma timamfo no ntisu ntia se brane nya adwuma se show se fa wi a wontimi ka se wontimi because only to me but of course we feel like it be able to propaganda na wadi ntro na se bi wa she mabunu wi kutu paze no tumi ndimi mfa nkwa adona de ye koe o da se no na of course obi na obi oti na eja ne kan sa na tie obetra se e wo social media obe dede but ukoduo no ma wo so why na why mre Obamwa ni chebe mwa ni se enye gidigidi na eka no wono yesi san ananye b ananye b ye camera ho no ye ko esa na tie sa de sie tie mre ho ase na ehu sha pa tumi e wo Ghana so pim so kasa na wakasa
ye re contempt in some no ye tete say contempt be china na Dormaahene and Bono Regional House of Chiefs and ye hwe ni mu ase bianka sa contempt ne ba ye adwuma eti ya ne sete mo afọ Sunday there be contempt we di want me enter na so adan
contempt no da Roma was contempt no shebi ti say
okay ye fa ni yan chance say obi bekasa contempt na HSN
contempt ye shebi say court asemra ana wo adwuma mo anum na adwuma anum asemra say ampa oba adwuma 7 o'clock ye be sakio na ampa oba 7 na ye di wa disciplinary committee na disciplinary committee na hwe asem nim ampa oba 8:45 na manager wa manager
okay
what I say so manager wa of course the contempt that we are saying is say mra ekasa mra kasa once mra kasa no wanya ntum but wasa ampa mra no ho say ampa mra ne kan che o say e ma me fa sa document na wan fa nko no e ma me fa nko
na te se kwa biso wan fa buo kura ma
na se wo pe say was say sebi ubu hu na sebi wo ani die e ma me na me sebi ani die ma me and I don't have to disrespect you.
Yeah.
And you don't have to disrespect me.
Yeah.
You are the end of the day they disrespected the law. What I say, Oman for any dear man, the reason why they did so, they say, Brandon said, no, Utusana Mutuno.
Oman,
want you. They say, one to Sana Mutuno, if you was on back court, Jose, court in moi, Nasa, document non fancono, na court in shall say and fanco. What the Basa is 64. Who is 64? We is 64. Where's this for?
Then tell them any time for so contempt don't mean international.
Then tell what me translate be. Once to imagine say about me na ma wo abofra na me headmaster na omu say disciplinary committee ampa disciplinary committee no nko Daniel no otu na mutu say I say pata me na me headmaster ana me na me ti committee ni so I say ampa omu say so bi ko Daniel ho no na ko yes ya e be na di na me na me chairman me ba.
Okay.
I'm say e be me ya. I say enti doma maame no afi doma ni papa doma So ni papa Dormaahene enti ontimi emetra asem so a obebu no enye say intention watching papa too but of course efe niema ne yefe niema mra ne yede na niema ne mra ne yefe ni sampa eba ne sia ontimi ga ntimi nka because I say me papa no enti niema ne ba wofo nka
emeka se ne ba wofo ka dia ene
sanity enti eba ne sana sana ma eman mra ne mama me no kwan
oni beka se neutral person ono anya santini o won tell you
sha enti won say oyo ba tampa no won say body no crack enti I respect her for the position and for that matter is up to the Chief Justice to appoint a new reference judge no abetra contempt case na her sampa omubumra of course baby IT there and then me no me nimra but baby I be do there nim so omabuso
sir
ye nimra ma baby I be do there
nim so omabuso
nti omabuso no emra ne be ye
ana me gidi so omakasa kwan so nim so omabumra so
enye wadaroma me si ye nimra e de ye kire adwene di se ye kire adwene de so omabuso a emra ne be kire se emra ne kire and more being trying baby and cassette baby and that is why I'm saying said the IGP should make sure that the right thing is done in this country because at the end of the day IGP Yohono so be or him what I say he was victimized but and then Yamyadom he's a IGP he's an Inspector General of Police until we are saying say he'll be a man of principle on kind of correct and it's something somewhere cause over the last week a brand TV to share Nana Tramehin show. What does it? Oh, now from every born every product.
Some part at
of course, I'm saying every born every product. Then why on we have reported the matter, and then we expect that the rightful authority will make sure that the right thing is done, and that is why we are putting the Inspector General of Police on notice. So he should be much aware of what is happening in Sampa. Now should be on two and a as a fata of ifie or this year. Enti so e di share no omra fie no be bisa yewra sampa se yewra otumi o sampa man so na yewra ni tumi o sampa man so no me bisa obisa wi a na be ontu sha na mutu no e o sampa o Asante man is not politics Asante man is an authority within the law and I say we abre ho ase na ye cheche yensimu give other respect sa bu na wo fi se esefata say the man famaye because ye empower cho emra na ye ka and it's law and it's lawful nti ye besre yera ehunu ontu jana mutuo no sine be ya se bi the last period obedi IGP na watu anamutuo esefata na watu sabia esefata amafo kase ampa yera ehunu e baaye IGP Inspector General of Police odino kre or can say he should use Sampa as a case as a precedent and establish his name and show to the Ghanaian people Sampa no krenini. We are not begging him, but we are saying, "Oh, two sana mutuna, ebe buano, ebe shen onuan when munyam, nasi nebe ya monfo beka sampa no credit na wadi." So at the end of the day, you enforce you be a brat, nasi yema running here, and today he's the current Inspector General of Police. Now your friends say, "Dampar and no one," and today is no more. Today is no more, and so he tells you your own trial and check. The own trial and check. For no credit, when no credit, Danny Jan na Timon Fon Boom Sampa. We are no credit for charity.
For I Asante Mansu TV, Mesho, and then come on ye dear no Sampa, and a Samba Jafla, our Sampamanhene, and a Bono Regional House of Chiefs, Nana Esway, Akasa, the Gazzete, no, a Bebaso, and no, and Hona Yegusua, a Chakot, Quaya, Ashes, and Renabaso, na Emrano, a Belia, a Juma, nothing, and a Gazzete, and Abason. The court one coin try a chana, and a Sukopi, a home como, and a mass, and also a Sampa, and my edition, and edited and gone. Mr. Comment section one or I drink Chebia, now Cosabia, but so bisa. A mass, our high, and then a bra, as say, who baby so cosam. Yes, a mass, never be some one share. Now we are present committing their monument to me. I'm found to cosam dear fa Sampa and someone who wanted bisa. A YouTube, a Facebook, a TikTok. Nina, your baby saying your baby, not watch it. I'm a say more quality. Now, suddenly, the uncommon, a fan and sunny baba appeal no and some no crown. Ebiano, come here as a sampa, a additional, ye booby, ye prebi, ye kubi near day, Nina mutre say, and run and near Juma. And don't go to some random and run by ye, Juma baby, a beggar's a time, baby, no coming in a war. I'm running small train here, Madame Mudia.
What are my name? In the man near ya, in the money as if so, in the man shall be intina the law enforcement agencies, the Ghanaian people are paying them Ghana for nature muka. But I say, and yame, and then your way, and then your way. And he said, indeed, say, you'll be a police officer, or your fire officer, and I immigration officer, or your wine, now say, be Ghana for nature oka, then say, two and a mutu be as a fata, now some gray, now you may be insured, you have to take that reasonable steps. Police officer, I mean to mention, it is you'll be fat you, now say, you are bombing. Now you the police officer, you stand there and you don't act. You know my but they won't say, oh yes, I now feel yes, and I feel who shall me then say mission benko pibi na minyasa. We can't do that. We are saying say be me yena me fuma chime. So we a fuma chime. At the end of the day, once you do that, people get to know there's law. People get to know there must be respect. People get if you have to me I mean to be renting. Chances if you have to so and you're the me renting. If I come to rent your house, now indeed my renting. I did a criminal because you're feeling there. And so a police officer don't sit down there and expect say and I himself. What is that himself?
Of course,
the matter has been reported.
It's one
we are reporting more than 50 cases to the Sampa Police Command, to the Brekum Police Command. Of course, they will tell you they are acting. And they are acting, so it's a clear call to the new IGP. It's a clear call to the new IGP, the Inspector General of Police. You know that look, this is what is happening there. We don't want to take the law. In Pesha, Brand, Besha, and same, Sebi, Atuana, Mutubi, and Shamfata, and I encounter Yemema. We are men, but what will happen? Of course, but we believe in the sanctity and the growth of this country. You take the necessary process. And that's what we expect him to do. The Inspector General of Police, that those people have been behaving in Sampa, he will take them on. And then he makes sure say Obama discipline. Discipline, because in same because of Ghana time, attended the Kasabi, Kasantri, and Semfata time. We believe that there must be that respect, there must be that authority. And that authority will happen in but once you break into my shop, and now me bahana me bebu ehana na me run my I'm a criminal. Chime. Ti omutusha na mutu no mutu chamanfo. We are not forcing them, but we are saying say obi here and obi tu na mutu bi ensem fata no bia. They have to make sure they deal with them. Say na be ade asudwe ni nkoso ebe ba nyina abrabom nyina transit. E okumanum say tran e wo ifa say bolgawo say kumansu say sample. We have to show respect to ourselves all time. What I say, and we are calling for this.
Na appeal no so ho ensem say
so for now the appeal na can what
some of regionals of chiefs na this appeal no e buy
appeal here omumi appeal the regionals of chiefs and the buy what I say and samodia
ono so file appeal
the same appeal or file na withdraw but you have no problem so the appeal that they are file appeal when now file who file say
it's appeal no say na otwemi ensa course me share so mo fan krata na mra na chem the appeal ne buy
and am the appeal ne buy and of course the appeal that mo file no wow ma file but appeal na o file ne say why to me ben authority ben and they file and you file say Amanini amamremu Samaja Flane Sampamanhene. And the document before the court, a document I say a buying anamusifo any nejuma.
Okay.
A buying anamusifo any day.
Any nejuma.
Any nejuma. It is a appeal. You are appealing on shall be a buying. I know. So now who court they said idea administrative authority. We headmaster and sign document. Now you may sign in a year, you're not being fair.
Okay.
What I say, we are buying them for the original House of Chief for calling. And you shall be some of them are filing for the state education and appeal. What authority? You don't have any authority because what you are relying on is cash.
Okay.
A cash. What I say, because one can say to let someone just fly and you know Sampamanhene, no kind. Those who file in the respect of the fact they said, am I in fact to let someone just like seed am I in fact for the National House of Chief? Meanwhile, the reason why they have to take it is the fact that Nana Tole Kojomasa, that don't him of the Kukwan Traditional Council. That don't you know Sampa Traditional Council. Awe Kukwan him assigning he is the acting president of Sampa Traditional Council. Was signing to let someone just like document.
We're not signing it there.
Was signing it there. That's it. What are you appealing for? We are Bajima, Nasabi, we will be a Sabu Brown one say. now odi no kre now ahu sha ampa me Muslimi ni me kwa sorry me president ni me Roman ni now be di no kre hwe ni obi
okay
because the reason why he ni on said to let Kodoma sa asani to let some other platform it was saying some of you are the one person one person it is all your blogger now your wine and now your software now TBB now see ultra be brain ultra if you think otherwise you come to the court and contest
okay
say the can no no clear enti me be say wadaro be say me sure now twim for you esi say to let some other fly legitimacy so Sampamanhene no it has not been contested what in the mechanism it has not been contested because baby edu no e say Emma omonfa to let some other fly document ni
Emma na just one kasa na wuti tum so wo ye wo hene
wadaro
na mom ne nkrata na apasa wo de be ma no na ye ni na no so na me mesa se aso se wo mo agitum se wo ye wo hene mom nkrata ne mfama no se de wo ban na samba jaflai na kwan bi so na Dormaahene na no originals of chiefs and floor no send wo mo ntama na
o da bibia ni wonom
na de
no bibia ni enti na ye kan je wan say kuma eti no e say di ani di ma ye ho there must be that respect
na say ye no wanwa
wadaro be ye wanwa but of course je na ye kan enye se bi wadaro ma bibia na beti ma kan but we eye esuande e ma nyina wadawa no nanumu tu awutu or asase su bibia be bia no you have to make sure that bibia beti me shi wa kwan mu shi wa kwan mu so you have to be very bold to handle it say utimi tu na mutu a obetu na mutu na how it is the fact say we na Dormaahene etu na mutu no high the fact say high ni say mojasem na eka and then as long as untimi nka say moja now you think you can sit in your chair as a president of the Brunei Regional Association can say you can't wait me can but at the end of the day the law is the law and the law will deal with you until you have no problem share them and then we don't need the chiefs of Bono in here Bon for him for and so no can say one and Sampamanhene Sampa for the bachelor say why and Sampamanhene
so there is what general to me no
that is your conduct at the Brunei Regional chief and that is why I say you call a chidom a friend saying I don't take all of them have when we were submitting the document signing document I to let some other fly and then Sampamanhene there's that document so we believe that the only way you can do is say you have to show respect and they say obi turn and then now go shiegu now go to Sana Mutu if it thinks says take that position but for now the court has given the ruling say why to let some other fly is your law of course that was the document said the Bon Famra and to show me patum and as long as I remain the president of Bon Regional of Chief it's not true you can't do that you can't because the law have directed you and the law have shall said do what is right of course but the law would catch up with you and the law would deal with you
and no more addition no na mo kroma no na nanom ne ade amwo sampan ebebe na mo de mo hye ni mo say enkrata na no regions of chiefs de baba
you hear na make wadaro ma actually officer
support send the one shebre it's mo de nkam susu
for now shebi shewo de ko umfanko shebi ne ka she obi aye badwema obi aye rational shebi obi aye nimde nobody should tell you why and Sampamanhene nobody you understand what I'm saying
so say wo kan okra no obi agitum say omo akasa kra na gi atu ne mo krata no no mo so mo de
ka so for krata ne mo say ne ampa ya appointed show na ye the friends the headmaster of the final secondary school now now the headmaster now not one person over everybody know that you are the newly appointed headmaster everybody know because when DS now appoint you see one Ghana Education Service has appointed as the headmaster now be banana the old headmaster
so be of course
obi oye chani bia nim say we na headmaster no and whether they like it or not whether they be Gazzete or no Gazzete clearly say we obi oye badwema to let someone just fly aswa actually man for there are evidence are there to let someone just fly as far as a sentiment the crowd hold them what arbitration what lose and so who are you've lost you've lost so clearly the fact say be people and it just say no correct odi tu ma bebo a se ne be ya na muntu na betu no we bro wan se na watu na mutu no we den a bebem what do I say? We den bebem you got to let someone just fly Sampamanhene. So it doesn't matter how they delay the process of the Gazzete. At the end of the day, he is the overlord, and he has indeed has been accepted that only Sampamanhene. And today that's what the confirmation that the court gave. That look, when for documenting in court, you were in the court, you were in there, you were there. Exactly.
Na me dey na dey na me twene ho ne se empudi ye hye ho bre no kora no wo mo ani so na we ya bre na so no na me twene ho
enye hwe sana mrane ye
mu ogidie se o bre ye
enti ye ni obia ni ntokwa
okay
we bre ho ase nya se bi ye mamra no of course people are saying nanka se bi ye nanka bi nanka obia fahama na obo we ti no we are not going to do that but we believe the law will keep on exposing them and net wadaroma ekokoti emrana shomu uti baby wait me did but it's not people who are good you cannot change it ube the day ube say ube akosia mfefo ku bi a party bi asi no kasa ube akosia bi a program bi asi na me mpene oboa ube ye gidigidi sha at the end of the day what will solve the matter is the fact that the court will tell you what you are saying is not right. And today the court has spoken and it tells you Asanteman has the authority. I see.
And today I can say no, and a court one or you Bonokyepim of Chiefs, almost an mobile.
Yeah, almost an mobile.
Some of you are saying mobile. That's the scene or Mate. And Mama who are on Mati and said you did come by and Betty or Mantu one. And then should your mother or one more. Yedi wo gidie say ana mo akọta aka no wo mo ebetu e de afount e koba say o mo anti aso mo so betuma kasa ya nsia na mo no kwa ma me kan kire ye ni
and e kan wan say ntije wan tia wa shi that is why wan say shebi we have intelligence NIB the National Intelligence Bureau in this country when you walk out on abi wo the state was represented in the court of course come on of course the state was there. Not Ghana ever court one. Ghana should tell the regional police command in Bono. Ghana should tell the district police command in Bono. In Sampa. What I say? The NIB. That look, this is the rule of the court. Okay. We are paying people to think. And we are paying people to ask for information and make sure that the right thing is done in this country. And so Ghana was there. And it's not my duty. Okay. Say it's the duty of the Ghana to make sure like you have to be proactive. And that's why I'm saying Ghana was there. Because I have experience. Somebody spoke to me and I know Ghana was there. Okay. In the country, the regional police command, the district police command, that is the ruling. They have to take that reasonable step to make sure that to let someone that flag will be protected because indeed he's overlord. That's how I'm running here. Nobody can change that ruling of the court. Nobody.
Of course, I'm be sorry, no be as be say, and send it upon we are no send we message to me. I say, I would like to know if they still delay by sending the documents, what will the law do again? Or besides a cobassa, they did kind now watching me and some to share. Bonokyepim of Chiefs at one more any embrano shone say no. We say no so bad the court general no jano and so many so dey na be so dey kan ya no dada. Em say no oni ko no. Ti ya no kakra bi ma no oto ho a.
Enti wadaroma.
Na pass pa chele pa cho ti o pass no.
Ne can say the law will still deal with them. On say bi embrano ye obatampa or mobrohu. Enti embrano ne say we are na afa bibi say na onya butrema. Ube kasa the law will tell you the Senate here. Until the law will do the intimate country is a minion by an aminion Bema. Quasi Wadaroma. Niti Biano, Mra, Abe Juma. Semrani Juma, Nature, Emma, Ubiam Jampa, Santimaya. Yem fa Sebimra and say him, by Bajet Chegana for it, near Santiman Becano, Mra Ghana. And Gemma Mra Ghana, no, my Nebisi, Wadaroma.
Okay. 0244961189 0244961189 0244961189 never chow maybe a woman atum ubetimi afre na wacha wadwene anasa wo asem bisa bia na wabisa ede afa enkoma yedie no mesro wani die mu wofra mesro wo kosa menye kosa fa enkoma yedie yemu o wa dwenche bia ma emfa nkoma yedie me pa chow enkofa asamfufo bia emma enyesa me yefie mu ma no so timi so wo friend nkoma yedi e na obisa ho ensma na wo kye wa adwene e de afon aya sampa and the Bono Regional House of Chiefs Gazzete ho komo e na yedi international wo friend wo kosa wadwenche na fa nkoma yedi no 0244961189 na wa frɛ na afi no komo e wo ho na wo ne ye e de na mas obo me nchen yedi kosa die fa sampa ho de obechichi mu e de akyerɛw sanu ano no
Odaro
tiawa etu no ye resisi asampa to saying
Ashimdwe
sa
Washimdwe
ye yibro na ye bro na nanom no ni ade ne
fiwa ni na kan say was you see until say e show discipline e be di obu ni ndi be man ho and say obu ni ndi ni e be ba share police for be tu anamutu e fata
okay
obi etu anamutu bi en fata e so de ni famra kwan so so de ni famra kwan so a obi a be hu champa me tu anamutu na se ne be si but obi tu anamutu bi na umbe reporto na se bi amanfo bi shemachi and you want to apply the law to ensure discipline enya ade a se bi wa wo police commander no se bi wo time a odi to no ubenya ni je
di pabia
onya di pabia so be shedu no kra wo se bone eye bone papa eye papa
say ka so say ka chu
chanate otusa na mutu no a obi abe hu champa papa we edi no kra e matima mufo no so I urge the police command in Champa and I urge the crime officer in Champa that look it's up to you it's up to him opa on kanokra opa man kanokra so kanokru on kanokru Ghana mrakasa se Ghana mrakasa jansa Ghana mra so na tu na mutu esefata se na be ya bibia be won Champa the crime officer in Champa in this period was very disciplined was very right because he ensured say na mutu utu e bia na nokra because Ghana mra na kasa na onyin tum na say bi u share amanfo bi asi na utu na mutu bia esefata so you advise him on we have no problem. But we are saying, a ruling has been given, and to let some of the flower has no day, and nothing can happen. And it's important they accept it within their circle.
Okay.
One accept here, no matter to mutu, a maniefe, a ediobu, a bu eba in Nayafa, and what I say, Emma Eddie in Koso, eba buante. Now,
walk Kasaya now can IGP to no say one chair and a dream was so good in 1 year. Medium was on a buy and chair. Now, you shot yet been said your bonnet, no IGP dampareno, Nebresono. What's me a year, the beer, so
the point is, over IGP dampar today, he's gone. We kept
it's a bresono, not one year, I don't know, what's me to an movie.
Of course, you know, well, Daroma, it was still there. We never had any opportunity to say, Oman dealing with 1 or 2, 3 people a year. Of course, and then today is no more there, and that's why we kept on telling them, look, the position that you occupy, and the same principle that we apply. The IGP currently, as we speak, she found out. Says somebody idea and idea that he should deal with us.
Okay.
Says somebody idea that he deal with us. Says you idea that he should deal with them.
Okay.
And make sure the right thing is done. And in any case, Sabi, Obeba Santima, Obeba, he will come. Oba, now Bisa Sabi, Opim so. Say what Daroma. Sampan Semno, I think it's an issue in this country. No Crebeno, Opim so 2-4.
Okay.
2-4, Upati. Upa enti edi nokre ebeba emobia ho atom and that is why we are calling him and I mean you know nti I mean so betimi and say I'm sure over the last weekend of Fred Inspector General of Police one be ID akonya from em bi say omuntunifo
okay
nti so omuntunifo clearly we also tell him say this is an opportunity to advise him that look this is what is happening it's very critical. Listen to what has happened and deal with this matter once and for all. And make sure Shebi, among for because Yohunu was stand, he stood on his ground.
Okay.
You know, Dino Cre, Emma Shebi. I someone is your Sampa.
Okay.
I am Paneno Cre, now Sampa Kunya, Aya Santima Kunya, Sampa Aya Santima Chidom, Intino Cre, and no better. I think he has to do that.
Okay.
It's in interest. And we are not forcing him.
Na wonye ni se nananom anadehia mo Sampa no mo ho nya de nti no mutimi to shout be say fa ne se me ne wuti et we na de bia wo bom na da ko me ha me ni twa so ba kwa so bo sa me so me ho de nti wo be study
ahonde ne
e bia na mo nya de
she ahonde ne ye wa ahonde ne bi But of course, I don't know.
Maybe I'm renting more than Brana Yada Kukamosuma, you and some small for twice of Nipan and some shower much more. Who is uncommon better?
What that Roman, the entire embassy of Venice, another 4 Republican constitution, we have.
And what would him rustle
another 4 Republican constitution, Nigeria to say, and they say to an amateur. Of course, I mean, I'm some party to Shabby. Of course, yeah.
There were people about to Sabon.
And me money, but in Tron among for this, will be, you know, these people on social media. No, what Aroma. No, it is not true. It's not true. The point is that we are saying is a young friend in the Emmanuel Kruman.
The Mudan, they am Brankwan, Kratamum Brankwana.
I saw Castle Crana, a church, we are Marco Penina, now we are presbyter, and Raul, my share with this.
And you said that the other way I may bet him attended the other, maybe attend. And
but of course, that is why that tells you why should be any opinion and one in opinion, and why and I say, what I say, didn't pay him kind, and one is didn't pay him kind, should be within a shower horror, but your temperament to show that indeed, no matter what, how you provoke me, I'm not going to say this, tells you that you're a leader. And show to let someone fly as a leader, and that is why his temperament. And or they are saying, "No, we can't fight." But no,
and I mean, Gideon Tremor, some more trains and another Gazzete, most of it, and not somebody can
no, we are not going to fight. What we are going to fight is say 2 years ago, some bag here, see, some Tamcoy, and there's a video evidence, there's a CCTV camera here, some Tamcoy. Now, passing the Tamcoy, I'll take you to the police station, Jamba, you're a criminal. You came to steal my bag. And we are saying, Obia, Shebi, Otuana Muntubia, a criminal matter, Bia, El Kumono. Shebi, Ebe Jama, Timamufono, Ebe Jama police, and the IGP, the new Inspector General Police, should be interested in matter what has happened in Champa, and then open fresh case.
Okay.
Now, Shebi, until Bia no one said, Obia from Biano, he should take them on.
Okay.
Never there with discipline. Now the rain and Shebi, na Kwanya Wabenya, obedi the inspector, no, IGP, no, na Shebi, I have fed. I crab her, you understand? And Poe be a cho, and then Poe be a cho that, and then should be a, but we believe she should be, yeah, now but tre, Amagana, or in a basi, or in the
some more transfer 2 minutes about come on, sir.
2 minutes kinds and inches is true. Yes, true. By the day.
Somebody said 2 minutes can answer Christ, said the Maya would say me, I would take one on the better now.
Of course, any day, say, me no, yeah, once here, mean far, Shebi, Wadaroma, mean far. Bibi MO team. I have to take you to the police station. Jampa. Nahima, meeting if you are a woman issue. Chabomination on Medinaba, Mount Brani, you are going to do that. And that is the only way a champa, self him show and Yansan Yamikashi. It is because of you and Yamikashi and Yakwa. Yamikashi and Yansanibi. And I say, I took a lesson on the flat. Also, social there, or the chip champa, or to Sana Mutuno. And this is Yamikashi and one more. Or decide 2 minutes as about.
Okay, they say curfew, no, so.
Of course, the curfew is there. And about it did not clear my home. So, if you say, we know any problem. Not curfew, or is curfew? The curfew,
no, 6 to 10 now.
6 to 10, what I'm saying.
Now, post the phone with Swabba by an idea.
Well, a YouTube mobile, buy no mobile near cancel, or mon costing Bishan or Crewum, and we expect the police hierarchy. Omemufu omrantiano no mun champa no credit ni tinebe as a panel exercising duty on the grounds he will have a fair idea about say and pa sampan 7 yaka. He is Inspector General Police but all kind of credit no but all kind of credit won't someone 7 yaka. He will break the regional police command, he will break the police and the district police command. Now if you want catch him up in champa no credit the crew was some wait senate but because amount for be A2 and Mutubi and Sam Fatano. They should be very careful and handle them in this manner.
Now, this year, one more, I was Sampa, make us one more, one and a Sangbaja fla, a chino, a ban of carefulness when Rano says to tell them this super pepper.
Why not? We are principled now. You see, obviously, who comes with equity must come with a clean hands. And that is why, once I walk out, one of the lawyers can say, we say court and granted the sale executioner. I didn't know me can say for documenting the court. So we overcome was a man semra. me ma kama se ma shemra mra nsi me nyese
na wa ni so we are na mra kwa na wasan ba so person what you say
sanity until we expect the police people will do the right thing and we should respect each other what I say until they di mra so until ye metran ka say am part to let some of fla and then Sampamanhene nti na say be nam Sampa na ya to trust him na we will disrespect people. We're not going to do that.
Okay.
E dey need di money pa e san say be dey need di money pa saa ni di na nipa ni mama na fi no credit ana mutu abutu no e ma nipa na enya gidi wo mu onya gidi wo mu a ma nya hoto so Sampa we beti ma di manim kan ti so let's chawanja fla saa na mutu no to wadaro
nti ya no ewie kra no sisi ano e dia na mo hwe no mo kwanwe free Bono Regional House of Chiefs
for now ya wie nti ya wie no emra akasa ti emra akasa no em say emra na akasa no is only fair and right say and the president of the Bono Regional House of Chiefs with the greatest respect and
the president is here yesterday be also the man
of course the president of the Bono Regional House of Chiefs who's overlord of the Dormaahene traditional council and then Akwamuni he's from Akwamu.
Hey, no don't say.
You know, he's not Bono. What I say, Wadaroma, of course. I Kwafa Koto. Okay. I need the man who brought him. Eastern region. Ehona ni Ofi. Onya Bono ni. But he has created an agenda. But for now, he never try assassination. Otin assassination. Yeah, the man say one fee for the man for now. Otil some for yesterday assassination. Sir. You're sending crime. Only lame. You're sending crime. Sampa or president keke. But we need to me. So we can say and I say na court na ka omre no wase no nyintum na untu sana mutu na nyefe em say ana mutu bibia o kika kono se dani dan na otu a na am say ohwe ase otu a no enyefe e ba ni sa e ma ne etan enti onyai ojai a ono a ne nkoso ni yedi e baba but of course to sana mutu will work out and it's not going to be feasible because you can't say we asi but the law will tell you that it's weak. It's indefensible and you cannot defend it. And clearly he has lost. And today, the president of Bono Regional House should admit to let someone once again, Emrana then a dear man, now who brought him on cancer we will to me and now we need to me and then on done or Brennan once or about court no dear man. To le ana Dormaahene enti ase sanity no to shana mutu na jafata medasa
na ye first Sampa addition kroma no obi ya wa Sampa bia na so senka udi mu kromu kasa no e be ka bia
nga wayu nga
no kanu wi abetre masio
mate nga wayu nga o se mu court musempa shati wa pa mfene na nga mi nga kala nga wayu nga open court Pemo to le some of the now select any Bono Regional House of Chief. Na pese na kinwa keep na kin the National House of Chief keep Gazzete. Me a jana lo apam mu fen mu nyina fen e fen ke ngame na mu kin lo alo apantin mu kala kayo fen e fen ka fen ke be fen ke mu fen ngaya mu fen ke para me na you ke jana na kwara ke you choose to accept not to accept but the only forum that you will not accept is you to come to court. So what I'm saying is, every kind of me club, the American, my catch,
hey, yo, let's say Gazzete.
Omunyintum say to let someone Jaflen and Branakas. Okay. Akasa, Sampa, Omunyintum. I mean, I did for I Kamalasa. Today, the court has spoken. Okay. Furulo. Me and court has spoken, nothing can change it. And to be more Jimin, Fee, Munyin, and Num chair to let someone Jaflen and there. To me any day and for that matter nothing will change and we think today glory has been visited on the people of Sampa and we thank the Lord Mighty God.
Okay, young for free nothing in you. Hello.
Yes,
Nyami Adam Peter can I swear.
Nyami Adam, catch and answer by Jafra and Sampa and Miniano studio holding us at Yamama Iko. But what I would and Tatia will be good. And the air was sitting in a chat of a chat and so and cow. Nemo Omukunko Panoma, Nabe and Semdaho at Yama in Chilima, Na et Chinano, in Chilimano, Babaness, Omana Cocopanoa, a bear factia, a chili. By no Omana Cocopano. na ekopa no nkunima botire no ba enjirima no na wo so ho ato enti aseda ane de bema onyankopon na onye nyina ya ta wo machi ni mpaebo ayadan ya chana beche na enka ho na me ade ba kwa mu Ghana no ya the politics no akata ya ni se nipa no ya DC ni we ya PP ni nduwe ya nkanasem Ghana ya si enyo hu so ya typical NDC ya nkawasem typical MPP ya nkawasem nti sangrofo no na edisa enema pasabasa na ba Ghana because minye ni say obi onu di asem na admambadu di asem etimi di nipa kotum wo bumra wo di mra na ye aduma no na wo di mra na ka wo so di oni so Ghana penufo Ghana nyina biaya no sede sabe panimu ayi mframa wo bia timi ma ho wa enti no timi de ne sasi de me koto kakura bebuso ampa so sa na le koto kan ena koto ko kan ena wo di so se wo buso so media me adima badu de media me ka sa me no ko ya metimi meye so you anka wo hwa anka ye very boring say ka yo me bi ti say ya ye serious so anka ye say de papa ne say ti na ko no bia hu say Ghana no ntimi mfa mra entutu fo bo ni bia mra ni ntutu fo ana so ntimi nya nia wo pe bia na nso so no adintra oye NDC ni and anya kampa ma NDC o ma papa wa ne mpatu ya so waje yini nyina ja ma NDC eti no ye da koka na nso no stay ya wo mrenu fo no bi wo Ghana na say judges bi wo mo de no kore you know the American is the manana saba Jafra ayiko ni na botre by a very calm mind very calm person when your friend is there wo wonim dia because wo ru dia asem into obumra na say ko no obumra ananka akoye tutuafo bi ru a say ka say sampanka krono fashion ana say gedi pakoro dimitao that so no say nim dia sunti no and then asumdue wo ho no nti de meka ne se me ma wo nyina yiko right so ka se me ma na yiko ka se yi pa na no ate and se wo sikasa no wondi atem on chese o go back at the point nti nyame ka wo nyina wo na yenso ye de paibo o chese enkunimdie beba chene be chene so enka
Kretaka yada sepa nyankopon inshaw yada sepa 02449618 branding no menyi ni se betimi afa ofrefo bia we de Kretaka kan de say wani age ayiko nsam na wo ka de akyem
we dam so ase se mo ya kwanya se bi e kan ya se ma cheti mamfo we ya nyane jana ga wana bete
wana ka bete
ha nti ahoro ase mu ti be ko so aka na se bi agi atum jan kwase na tie sha nti wadaro no
apart from your bedo obi nso ase ana
na we see abi a be hwi na be da bi obi bi ase
okay
the be da Asante nation ye kan Asante nation a ye wa Asante man
sir
nja Asante man no untimi enka ya nhye ti onka ya nhye no ye be di obi bi ase obi a watusha na mutuo no me ye kan nhye so official unti bi ase a you can ask us you can attack us
okay
obetimi aka bi bia e di ahodo ase be yiwe no ti ye san say nim hye nim de na sabi nyame kase atu nipa fo na mutuo ni akwanya sabi enya ewo nyame kase ho no sabi ukasa se ukasa kasa sabi ehote
sir
di jana tie dia nyame kase kasa ene be koso aka tie koso kasa no ene Asantema adinkunim Sampamanhene adinkunim Ghana ma adinkunim jana tie dia bibi ase
yemso yedda wasa papa para for amas ena ye ne no edi enkomo no ena ye sakopie mu e court no dia emrani gina ena egina se oguso a shabu no regional house of chiefs no se one mo nya no mo fa one mo krata mo msa hyase emra national house of chiefs na ye Gazzete na samba jafla awa ye Sampamanhene na afe no nkunimdie ne nkoso a ekoso nyina no etimi atwa so obi ye wie ko bi sini bisa se ye hye de ekoso nyina basabasa ye ne ade ekoso bi pese obeye adwuma na wo sampo bebie adwuma bi wo no ma obetimi aba honye hu
obetimi aba the original obetimi aba ne say that is why we are telling you police commander no shebi obi onisika na shebi obebie se obeton cashew ana shebi obefa obeya acheke na acheke no watimi ane bebre no di biaba kumasi odi biaba e shall protect no because all ba no obeye adwuma ma mabuni bia benya bia so why do you allow somebody to attack him it way you have to ensure that the right thing is done what I say but we the wakwanya say oba hwinsi and na ye kan say hwinsi ni so bi so fom na say bi o fom na oba mo nchen a mo so mo protect no because emra mo na hye mo nsem your emra ni hye nsem enti si se emra ni hye wo nsem na wa mfa mra ni nya adwuma na me you expect me say me na me mfa mra nya adwuma you have to trust me never enti we expect the police to act obi o kromo obi a say bi wo be na adwuma say bi o be turn event na o be turn bigo na o be turn sugar na wa dey o be turn na retail or that's a wholesale they should protect that person obi ba no be din semfo and they should defend that person and nipa no kano Sampa is free for business and forever to be free for business so ba no be sisiwa of course the lies are there they can come to some of us and anybody who so trying to misbehave you make sure that the law will deal with them the law will deal with that person
Okay. Now, fear pray my no idea you be picture to my omo Sampamanhene say you so mu wi a kwan na sangbaja fla first year sabekra ninka ta me omo so dey sasa
that is why they say omo say be president 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 in the share and then to let someone just like come no ye wi ene call this say
so I shine a kitten for my father.
It was a say money, eba mensia. Share fear pre eba mensia. Share friends I intra.
Eba.
Once one eba mensia. Now kokota. Yadika cancer asem na intenya fi na ko cancer before president. Ya kama na si.
Okay.
Intenya fi na ko cancer asem no nti wo se wo your badwem ma na wo de manya asem kokota. Na we be too for na ko kan Sampa case no say I na be kwa say na be shi and why do you waste your time you don't have to waste your time and that's what we call president
na say kwan bi so na sangbaja abokwan na to mo nyina
sana chair nti abi o ha ho mtu be de say me tu me ho obetu no ho he's going to
and I don't know
the reason why Dormaahene is going to destroy himself. And we are going to make sure he does himself. So the principle, so if you are in a crowd for there, no kind of crowd, because fear free, a republic, and in evening, Tama or Council Upholding, he wrote to the judicial committee of the Bon House of Chief. You didn't take that initiative or taking the reasonable steps. So look, I have identified myself as anti-mine. Now also open so we are I'm saying so with respect and I'm saying so to the conscience of the Ghanaian people. So look, I said ni obu e tran krum hanom. Kasa bi koso kruma e time. Ya mfa ni die ama ho kruma no emfa. That is why adenya media enisi medi patapa eje. So of course, na Dormaahene we friend na Dormaahene. Ubetima ye wa hini ni kakraka. Be peja udi wa fa share now frame ya member but I will share the me share no correct no correct there's nothing like the Bon leader we don't have Bon leader obi adi no so everybody is independent
what kaso bekum nipa no so wate
oh well the Lord they will do the judicial council of course the judicial council have to hear this matter but me share me na say there if you have come ho and I think you have to write petition to the judicial council. The trial said this is a statement na Dormaahene. Now said we friend. Now Mrasa committee no. So today as we speak, the Chief Justice has been hauled to the president. Says we impeach no. It tells you say na Dormaahene should also need to be obetimi akika nsemo biom. And for that matter, he can also be called upon to make sure that whatever he says, he defend it. If the Chief Justice Obahima said your petition Sampa yin inferior there. Now Dormaahene should also know he's also not above the law. It's not about the law. And if the Chief Justice today is facing the law, you have also you can also face the law. But you can't deceive people and nobody is above. You cannot pick and choose. And you make sure that Obia will face the law.
Okay. Oh, Amas. Yamishrao.
What in Yamisun?
So that get a kind one some is super the attendee name Pony and Demon out the Casa or so Saha in show. Yentin for father check a crab and I didn't chab and a year and couldn't gain some and Patrick Duncan say, congrats to Nana Samba Jafla the second and the people of Samba. Let us say, and audacious congratulations to Nana Samba Jafla. Akwasi pache okay so niko sane ne yi ano no na Clara Epiamo Aboaten say the humble Nana Pia God richly bless you. I don't channel their doors so ni na so yin kranhye kwa congratulations enti ni na ye kan ni na bo mai na ba kwa ka say ayeko
da we be ase da santima ase da Ghana for ase ha na yem ka ma Ghana for enti ase champa yo da something nation yo should in crane for honum and a friend saying I that one for and a friend saying Gunja for in Nigeria to Champa, even Bray and Wansi, and one authority Ubia wanted to me, the Santima wanted to me, Santiman Casa, no Casa.